I was in California last week, where I was a guest of Mazda, and I got to drive their first vehicle out of their new jointly owned assembly plant with Toyota, which is based in Alabama, and it's the Mazda CX-50. It is what you call a compact crossover SUV based on the CX-30 chassis, which has been modified, lengthened a little bit. I'm going to tell you right now, there is a lot of crossover SUVs in the segment, a lot of good ones too. But to my knowledge, this is the only one that will tow 3,500 pounds. How do I know? Because driving it, I towed 3,500 pounds. And that's not all we did. We took these puppies off-road, and I don't mean some little casual, little bit barely dirt. No, we were in California in the hills, and we pretty much punished these cars. And the build quality was impressive. I mean, we got them dusty. We rattled them. We drove them up and over hills where we couldn't see nothing. We were using all the technology that Mazda had to give. And Mazda's take on this new SUV, and I need to say this too before I forget, this is a gasoline-powered SUV. I think that electric will be coming, but right now the CX-50 is a gasoline-engined vehicle. You got two engines, a non-turbo gasoline engine and a turbo engine. Loved the turbo motor. Oh, it was so much fun. And unlike a lot of these ride and drive events that I attend, we were in the seat all day. We put probably 200-300 miles on these cars each. Typically you might go 40, 50, 60 miles. No, they made sure that we put the cars through their paces. And we did a little bit of everything. Mazda's take is they believe in engineering these vehicles, that the vehicle should perform the same no matter what you're doing with it. It should not change whether you're towing 3,500 pounds or seriously off-road. And this vehicle can go seriously off-road. The beautiful part about the vehicle, though, you don't sacrifice anything driving this vehicle. And I want to get back to, I digress because I'm really excited about it. I really enjoyed driving it. So let me give you some of my observations. Because we went to Santa Barbara, which, by the way, if you get a chance to go to Santa Barbara, go. Put it on your bucket list, go. Hotel California, and this is a shout out to y'all. Stay there. It's worth the money. It's 2 blocks from the Pacific Ocean. And if you're lucky enough to get out on the patio at the hotel, you look out, you see the ocean. And I don't mean far away. I mean, it's within walking distance. CX-50, rock solid, stable, smooth, responsive, fast, driver inspiring. Because when we left Santa Barbara, we went north on the 101. So we started with highway driving. By the time we got done, we were like, where are we? We were off-road for real. But it was fun, though. Advanced driver assistance systems were helpful, not overpowering. Interior, it was what I would call a minimalist dashboard infotainment configuration that I found to be just right. On-road driving experience was enjoyable, and it's a solid off-road performer. When I say it takes a beating without complaint, it takes a beating without complaint. Those of y'all that saw my picture of the car that I posted on Twitter, that is getting done with the off-road portion, which is all that dust and grit. And that was just one of the nice things. That's after we got done. I didn't show you, and I do have a video of one car going up and over a hill to where he had to turn on the front camera to see where the road was, see where the earth was, because all you're seeing driving up the hill was sky. And then coming down the other side, it's so steep that yeah.
You have to get that video.
Yeah, I got it. And I'll make sure you have it so that everybody can kind of see. I didn't get the downward one because I had to drive, So yeah, that wasn't happening. But yes, the build quality out of this new plant is solid, solid, solid. No squeaks, no rattles, no weird stuff that we've seen sometimes with brand new vehicles that weren't quite there. These vehicles are there. And just enjoyable. 3,500 pounds, I said. And when I tell you it's easy peasy, it's easy. No strain, no drama. There's a tow mode in the driving modes that you set it to. No problems at all. No pull, no tug. Thing just handled it with no problems whatsoever. For a reference, when I was at the Ford Maverick ride and drive last September with their new little hybrid pickup truck. It towed 3,500 pounds with the turbo gasoline engine. There aren't too many SUV crossovers this size where you can tow that kind of weight. And no, it's not an F-150. You're not going to tow 5 tons with this. But to tow almost 2 tons, that's pretty impressive. And it's a lot more weight than you think. So you can tow something pretty respectable there. Good news, spare tire accessible under the cargo floor. It's a pet peeve of mine, y'all know. You can get to this thing because think about this, Chase. If I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I blow a tire, chances are I'm not going to be in the greatest place to try to elevate the car and try to get to the tire underneath. So being able to pull it out from inside, yeah, big time advantage. Now, a couple of nitpicking things because you know me, got to nitpick a little bit. I thought the cruise control struggled to maintain when I was on the freeway on US 101 on the hills and valleys. Air conditioning activation light is actually hidden by the passenger's temperature control button. And I did talk to an interior designer about that. I couldn't see it. I'm a short guy. I couldn't see it. And there was no other indication on the dashboard or in the infotainment system that was on until I realized I looked a different way and found that there was a light there. It's an easy fix for Mazda. You just move the light from one side to the other. It's fixed. And I'm hoping they'll certainly do that. Also, there's no compass indicator in the dashboard. And I mean, if I'm going to be off-road, I would really like one. You know, if I'm not using the navigation system and I just want to know where I am relative to north, south, east, west, every vehicle I know of has some indicator. It may be down in the corner, but it tells you you're going north, you're going east, you're going southeast, whatever. Mazda didn't have that. And again, easy fix, and I think it needs to have it. But one really cool thing, really quick, the head-up display includes turn-by-turn navigation. Yay!
Can the world's oceans help fight climate change? We investigate.